And like that, we should be live! Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. It is good to have you with us on this wonderful Saturday evening. I hope you're all doing well today. We are not playing a video game. Instead, we are going to be just chatting, just enjoying some time together because I still haven't found another game to play, and you guys seem to really like it last time, so we figured we would just, keep the vibes going. Do let me know how music levels are. I've had to change our music selection this week because I got copyright claimed. Despite being told that I could use the music, YouTube still decided they wanted to claim me. So we've got some lovely YouTube verified copyright-free music. So please enjoy those lovely, lovely tones. But that is the way it is. I've also moved my setup around so my chat is in front of me. So we'll see how that goes. Let us jump into said chat and say hello. Who have we got here? Hello, Cookie Hope, Raging Zekrom, Master Varian. Hello, Chaotic Fiction. Hi, Z. Hello, Hayden. Good to have you guys with us. Kato Philique. Hello. Brooke. Hi. Good to have you. Melee. Great to have you, friend. IGS Gaming, hello. We are good. I am good. Thank you so much. Appreciate you asking. And who have we got? Eleanor, hello. Always great to have you. Nabil. Am I that close to the screen? Well, I guess I'm just big, aren't I? I am just full screened. Horseface guy, hello. Hey, why the long face, I guess? Wisdom Wonk, hello. What? Hi, everyone. Can't chat the whole time, but I'll be here to lurk. Popping every now and then, no worries. Poison Heart, hello. Appreciate having you all with us, friends. And Steffi, of course, hello. Please let me know what you're drinking today. I will have a quick check on the Discord to see whether it pops up for me. If it will load. It doesn't always load when I'm streaming for whatever reason. We've got no relation to the next ever. He's very close. And we've got a lovely red chat today. We'll see. Discord's been being funny to me, and it's not been starting every single time. We'll see, because I know you guys... I'll get it up on my phone. I can't be bothered to mess about with it on this machine. This dang Flabbit machine. I want to make sure you guys are posting in the Tea with Tom on the Discord. Please do join the Discord if you haven't already. And, of course, if you haven't, please do like the stream. And, of course, subscribe if you're new and you haven't already. We really appreciate it. We are on our way to 5,000 subscribers and on our way to being monetized. Today, I'm drinking out of my, remembering where the chat is, my National Geographic mug that I got on my time working there, and I'm drinking a wonderful midnight hour decaf black tea from the TWG Tea Company. This was actually, I got a variety box from the wonderful Stephanie Patrick when I very first joined the company. She was very, very sweet, and she sent me a box of teas for me to enjoy at my leisure. Because, she was big on tea. We had long conversations about tea during my onboarding. And so she was like, hey, I'm going to send you some tea. And so I've had lovely green teas and black teas and all sorts of stuff. We've had some other people jumping into the chat as well. Hello, Larice? Only having water for now. No problem, Larice. I assume that's how I pronounce that. Apologies if not. Malia, hello. Great to have you, friend. Have you watched the Last of Us series yet? No, it is on my to-do list. I haven't gotten around to it yet. We decided as a company it was gonna end up being on Film Theory, which it ended up being. It's one of those ones. It's weird when game series do TV shows and movies. So we were always like, do we do it on Game Theory or do we do it on Film Theory? So because it ended up on Film Theory, it fell to like the back of my watch list of other things. Also to watch Ted Lasso, that is on there. I'm also really interested to watch Hell of a Boss and Has Been Hotel. I need to watch those. They're kind of on my list. Oh, Clarkson's Farm Series 2 is out. Yes, I must watch that. I enjoyed that last time. I very much enjoyed that last time. I need to let this open because I need to let this air a little bit. It is steeping nicely, but it's still very hot to drink. No worries, Sarah. Come back after work. We appreciate you. Anyway, 75 pages of news script. Well done, IGS Gaming. Good job for you. Hell of a watch and has been. Yeah, it's on my to-do list. Yes. Also, Tom. Hello. The chat's now on the right of screen. Is that right? Yes, it is right. Because I occasionally have to look over at this monitor, which then makes it look like I'm looking at you wonderful people in the chat anyway. So that is correct. That is an adjustment I made. It also means my beautiful guitar is not being blocked. So that is the plan. Tom, it's 2 p.m. Is it too early for wine? It's 5 o'clock somewhere, Poison. Hello, FNAF. Hello, John. Good to have you, friend. Thanks so much. And GT Live as well. More tea time. We love to see it. We do love to see it, indeed. We do. The timeline just dropped. It did. It did just drop. It's unfortunate. My streaming schedule happens to coincide with GT's upload schedule, which is a thing that happens and exists. One day maybe that won't be the case, but right now it is literally what happens will be amazing with the new timeline video. Tom. Yeah, timeline just dropped. Wait, I'm scared. Me too. I'm very scared. How do you think I feel? I'd rather you didn't leave stream, Master Varian. I'd rather you all stayed in chat. The timeline will still be there when we're finished. It will still be there. Tom is more important. Watch video later. Oh, Womp, you're so very sweet. My brain can't handle the timeline right now. Sticking to tea. That makes sense. I could barely handle the timeline, to be fair. Yay, the book doesn't ruin the timeline, I'm assuming, since it just posted. It threw a couple of spanners in the works. It threw a couple of spanners in the works. There are a few little details that were like, this confirms things, this changes things. We'll see what happens. Okay, through here. I know, Mr. Tom. Oh, you're very sweet, guys. You guys are very, very sweet. A little stress, but managing well. John, that's like the story of my life, friend. That's absolutely the story of my life. Eat, sleep, and go on a mental health walk. Yes, good advice there. My loyalty is to the Dapper Kingdom. Well, thank you, Womp. Oh, knocking my microphone everywhere. Getting too excited. We serve you, King of the Dapper. Oh, you're all very nice. I can't handle FNAF theories right now. My brain isn't ready for it. No, there have been a lot of timelines that have dropped in the recent month, really. In the last month or so, there have been a few. Being I booked my library, it got submechnophobia yet, so I buzzed over yesterday. I had to finish it. I haven't got round to that one yet. I'm still in the middle of somnophobia. I've been so busy, I just haven't had the chance to catch up. Wait, Tom, Matt, Pat, and John sincerely. Me cover went past, but sincerely me. That'd be fun. John, you are not an exception if you don't have tea. Still waiting for the Security Breach DLC. Of course we are. Very looking forward to it to some degree, but also, you know, slightly nervous about the concept that slightly nervous about the idea. Why is my cup leaking? My cup should not be leaking like it is, and I don't know why it is. I'm going to move you up here. Oh, my computer seems to be dying. I assume that's just part of the track. Yes, it was. But the Security DLC, Security Breach DLC is gonna be good. I'm excited for it. I think they've learned a lot based on the feedback from Security Breach. I know they want to lean into the style of the what do they call it? They said they wanted to lean into the style of the daycare attendant Sun and Moon's segment, because that was like one of the only scary segments of the entire game. So they said they wanted to do that. I don't actually like tea, please. John, mate, it's not that you don't like tea. You've not found the right tea. That is my promise, my British promise to you. We must find you some tea. Some good tea. Does that no reason? Mystic Rune, hello! Woke up from my nap and there'd be a stream. My bed is comfy and my laptop is ideal. Absolutely. Totally understand that. It was good to have you, friend. Vanessa caught up with tea with Tom the other night. Sadly, I can't rejoin today. No problem. I'm in another city celebrating a friend's birthday. Well, happy birthday to your friend, Vanessa. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate having you, even for a short while. I want to send you guys fish mugs for your water and tea. Fish mugs are amazing. They make a glub glubs. Womp. That is fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. I don't do tea. I mean, the fact is, tea, like, it's not to everyone's taste. Like, coffee's not to everyone's taste. I understand. I just really like it. Bojandam? Bojandam, I thought I didn't like tea before I tried black tea with milk. Black tea with milk, again, this is something you Americans don't do that often. Having warm black tea with milk makes a difference. I'm currently drinking it without, just because this is a really fragrant black tea. And so I find the milk doesn't mix. But when it's like normal English breakfast black tea with milk, it mellows the flavors enough that I think I personally really, really like it. That is still rather warm. That's fine though. It's also spilling, which is surprising. This is normally a very, very good mug. So I don't know quite why it's spilling. I might just have to get rid of the lid, to be fair. I just don't want to... Hey ho! What am I looking at? What is going on in the chat? So, Tom, what is going on in the Dapper Kingdom and the Wise Theorist Empire? We brothers and sisters of the Circle of Immortals are seeking a champion to challenge you. Well, we're busy making theories, looking into new games, figuring out what the heck is going on in the world. It's always fun. My family allegedly has plans, but I'm trying to stay for as long as possible. No worries, Chaotic Fiction. Stay for as long as you can. I'm from the US. That doesn't... If it doesn't have 20 grams of sugar... I mean, people can put sugar in tea. Some people do. I personally don't. Some people do, though. I feel like Tom would slay an El Tango Roxanne cover from Moulin Rouge. I mean, I did used to dance ballroom. I danced ballroom for 3 years? 3 years I danced ballroom. I've got medals in it and everything. I did exams. It was great fun. Love that time. John is a mood. Rather warm equals burnt my mouth in British. That's true. That's fair. I love tea, but I've been hot chocolate kick recently. I mean, it's hard to beat a good hot chocolate. Like, it depends on what you need. If you want that bitter flavor, tea is great. But if you're really interested in something sweet, then hot chocolate is going to do it for you. Thank you. Yeah, ballroom dancing was fun. I loved ballroom dancing. It was really, really fun. Really fun. I didn't do much Latin ballroom, so I didn't do... I did a bit of it, but I didn't do so much of, like, the rumba, the salsa, the samba. The classic ballroom is literally 6 different dances. You've got the waltz, the Viennese waltz, the tango, the Argentine tango, the quick step, and the foxtrot. Foxtrot was my personal favorite because foxtrot was often danced because it's the way it swings the steps often fits in really, really nicely with swing music, which is my favorite to sing and my favorite to perform. So I really loved doing that. That was great fun. It's also considered one of the hardest, but it's so funny because I really enjoyed it. It was the first one I learned, and I picked it up so quickly that my dance teacher was like, I need to keep this child. He is too talented. Which is why I ended up doing medals and things like that. It was great fun. Tom likes to mention these awesome things he does and just drops it so casually as if it's nothing. I don't know what people do and don't expect from me. I don't have a clue. Like, I'm literally just telling you. Again, you guys want lore. And so here we are chatting and explaining my lore, my history. There we go. That's nice. I've ever any dance choreography in my elementary Aladdin play. I mean, I've also done choreography, like musical theatre choreography. I was in Hairspray. I was in Sister Act. I was in Back to the 80s. I was in Beauty and the Beast. I directed Grease. That was fun. I did it, like, Sister Act was a semi-professional show. The rest were kind of either college or university shows. that I did, and that was really fun. In Sister Act, I played TJ. So I was the idiot. I got to sing Lady in the Long Black Dress and try to seduce nuns in front of my very, very brethren Christian grandparents. I had to do body rolls and hip thrusts when talking about seducing a nun. It was great. They loved that. But I just loved it because it was one of the few shows. Normally, I was always cast as, like, the arrogant... I was, like... Before Beauty and the Beast, I was always cast as, like, the arrogant bully or the tough character, the sort of, I'm over the top, I'm the bully, or I'm just very confident character. I then got cast as Maurice in Beauty and the Beast, which was really fun. And then I did Sister Act, and it was the first time I got to play the idiot, and it was great. And like, Maurice is kind of an idiot. He's a genius, but he's also an idiot. And so that was fun. But playing the idiot in Sister Act was so much fun because you don't have to think. It's just like, you know, the guy went, you know, the truth is all relative. And I then got to go, I'm your relative. And it's just like, oh my gosh, you're such an idiot. But it's so much fun. And like, I had to try and like flirt with a girl at the bar. And she just like looked at me and was like, not gonna happen. And I just turned around to the guys I was with and just went, she wants me. It was so fun. So fun. Petition for Tom to play Evan Hansen. I mean, I've got the acne to sell the teenager thing going on, so I could probably do that. Like how Matt Pat's always cast the insane psychotic person. I mean, if you look back at his theatre days, yeah, he was often cast in that. I really want to do... I've always joked about doing a duet with Matt to do What You Own from Rent. Because I know there's a video on the channel of him doing, I think, Roger's part, ironically, even though my range is higher than that. But yeah, we should absolutely do What You Own from Rent. That should be really fun. I realize I'm 27. Do you know how strange it is to realize you're closer to 30 than 20? I mean, I turned 29 in a few months. So I'm much closer to 30 than you are. But what I've been told, I've got some very, very lovely, good friends. And 30's great. 30's wonderful. You know, there's this whole social thing on, like, you know, it being really important for us to nail what we're doing in life and do all these things by the time we're 30. Be married, have kids, all that stuff. And it's just like, actually, you know what? I'm going to take things at my own... we're going to take things that are at my own rate, and I'm going to enjoy it. Matt Morrison and Neil Patrick Harris did On Glee. That one was Dream On. Dream On! Up there somewhere. It was crazy. Flirty at 30, absolutely, except I'm married, so there's only one person I'm flirting with. I'd pay for that. Oh, chaotic fiction, very sweet. What was your favorite role to play? That's a very good question, Mystic Rune. Very good question. I want to see Tom sing a JD line. Oh, there's actually a video. If you go to the Dapper Mr. Tom channel, there's a very, very old video of me singing, what's the song? You're planning your future, Veronica Sawyer. You'll go to some college and marry a lawyer, but the sky's gonna hurt when it falls, so you better start building some walls. Freeze your brain. Suck on that straw, get lost in the pain. Oh, I haven't sung that song in a long time, so I don't know all the lyrics or get them in the right order. But yeah, JD from Heathers, that was a great one. But my favorite role... My favorite role. What have I ever done? So I'm just trying to think all my roles. So I was a nicest kid. I wasn't a lead in Hairspray. I've been in plays and stuff as well. So, oh, flip. That escaped my brain. I was in an original musical when I lived in Bournemouth for university. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot I was in an original musical. And I had to be Irish. I had to sing like I was from Ireland. It was a bit of a mess. That was a weird show. Not many good songs in that one, I'll tell you that much. But it was like, hey, let's try this and do it normally. Let's try, like, you know, see if this goes somewhere. It did not go somewhere. But who else have I played? I played Maurice. I really enjoyed playing Michael Feldman in Back to the 80s. TJ was good fun. Maurice was okay. I played Algernon in The Importance of Being Earnest. That was a fun role. The problem is, I've not done enough musical theatre, where I've actually got to play roles I wanted to. I always wanted to play Maurice in Les Mis. That was my dream role growing up. I wanted to play that. I also really wanted to play... I mean, I also would happily play for Jean Valjean. I really wanted to play... I wanted to do Joseph. I thought that'd be fun and cheesy. Dear Evan Hansen would always be a dream role. I want to see Tom sing Sweeney Todd. I don't know the opening ballad for Sweeney Todd. But I did used to do, These are my friends, see how they glisten. See this one shine, how he smiles in the light. My friend, my faithful friend. I used to do that with my singing coach for a long time. It was like that, empty chairs at empty tables, and a few other, and a couple of others. Oh, I used to do, from Jesus Christ Superstar. So you are the Christ, yes, the great Jesus Christ. Prove to me that you're divine. Change my water into wine. That's all you need do, and I know it's all true. Come on, King of the Jews. Hello, Vikele. Good to have you. You've joined my little sing-song. Do you know the White Rabbit by Jefferson Airplane? I do not know that one. That is one I'm less familiar with. Told you should do a field cover of Hamilton. Alexander Hamilton. The problem is, oh no, but my favorite song, I can't do Hamilton, because it would be a portrayal of my country. I can, however, you'll be back. Soon you'll see, you'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. One man show of Hamilton would be impressive, but King George has got to be the one. Gotta be the one. Tom is just singing a lot today. People keep talking about musical theatre, and I'm such a fan. What do you think of Pedro Pascal? Is he hot or not? I need an answer right now. I've seen the SNL skit. I've seen that that's become a big thing. I can't really comment. He's like an okay-looking dude, I guess. Like, he's like an older bearded man, so I understand why the internet has like fallen in love with him. Not my type personally, but then not many men are my type because they're just not. There we go. That's now drinking temperature. Don't get claimed, don't get claimed. Yeah, we're praying not. It should be fine because the backing music is going to really throw off the algorithm. The fact that I'm able to pitch when I've got this background music playing is impressive. How do I have a good... Many years of... I've had lots of singing lessons over the years. I was in choirs. I was in quartets. I was in musical theatre. I had a lot of things. One request sex... I don't know that one. I don't know Sexy Boots that well. I'll be perfectly honest. I loved being part of a quartet. Not a barbershop quartet. Like a classical quartet. We used to do classical music. If you've ever heard of Il Divo... We used to sing that, which was, that was really fun doing, like, Prima c'eri, ora no, prima marvi, ogni mio respiro, spiegami, come I brividi ora sono, e spine, con gli amori alla fine. We used to sing like that sort of stuff, which was great. No backing music can mess you up. It can, it has messed me up. Touch Bay, I'm not going to attempt it because it gets loud. I have done Defying Gravity in its original key. Because it's like, so if you can't find me. So I can belt it. It's just very, very hard to belt it. I have to really have been warmed up to get to bah! Into that. Rowit, hello. Good to have you, friend. And Killer, I've seen you've joined as well. Hello, hello. Seeing a she shanty where you've obviously got, there once was a ship that went to sea. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Ha! Obviously not in full harmony right now. Now melt my icy heart, you make me have feelings, how dare you? Oh, Poison, I'm sorry, everyone has to feel. The fact that Tom has a bigger range than me. So, I mean, my whole thing was I always had to push myself to sing as high as I can, which is why I can do, like, Elphaba's range if I'm really warmed up. Yeah, I don't really want to attempt it because it'd be very, very bad. And I'd probably crack because it's very hard. I really have to be warmed up to be hitting that high. I've done some other ones which are quite high and quite hard to sing. But I also have, like, tried to do the ranges, like, if you guys have ever heard of, Home Free, they're an a cappella group on YouTube. They're great. Really great. A lot of country. But they did a version of Ring of Fire with, Arvi, who was formerly Pentatonics. But I also did Arvi's lines in, Can't Help Falling in Love, which I did in my proposal, which we talked about last time. But it's like, you know, Can't Help Falling in Love. Falling in love. What is it? No, there's a key change. With you. It's like down there somewhere. I had actually lost my voice when I recorded those lines, because when I've lost my voice, my bass gets stronger. Phantom of the Opera, that was the other song I do with my music teacher. Nighttime sharpens, heightens each sensation. Darkness grows and wakes imagination. Silently the senses abandon their defenses. Close your eyes and surrender to your darkest dreams. Leave all thoughts of the world you knew before. Let your mind... No, is it... What is it? Close your eyes, let your spirit start to soar. Something like that. Joe's an amazing kid. That was the first, like, song I ever recorded. I recorded it for my GCSE music. That was really fun. You know, I close my eyes, threw back the curtains to see for certain what I thought I knew. But I also love doing close every door to me. Keep those I love from me. Children of Israel are never alone. For I know I shall find my own peace of mind. For we have been promised a land of our own. I joined live, and what does this say here? Never better timing. Well, Leah, you are most welcome. Hello. I'll be your flower girl. No, I want you. If I'm getting remarried, you're singing at my wedding. Eating and slaying, leaving no crumbs. Kelly, you're so sweet. I really should watch more musicals again. Yeah, I want to get into habit. They've just opened a show in London that me and I'm really desperate to see. They have done the Great British Bake Off as a musical. I need to see it so badly. Literally saying with these raw vocals right now. Oh, you guys are sweet. I will be the wedding singer. Some songs are just fun to sing, you know. What's your favorite song just to sing? Oh. Yeah, no, I hate Great British Bake Off musical because it replaced... What did it replace? DH? What's DH? Which one's that? I've not seen that acronym before, so I'm a little lost. Yeah, the Great British Bake Off musical. Cats is a guilty pleasure. My Dear Evan Hansen. Yeah, Dear Evan Hansen. The problem is it didn't resonate with audiences here like it did in the US. Like, our teenagers are very different. American high school musicals always really struggle in the UK because we just don't have that level of that same culture with that. Favorite song to just sing. Normally I go... It's normally one of those musical songs. I really love... Bublé's an easy one. Like, in terms of songs from Bublé, I always like... You're a falling star, you're a getaway car, you're the line in the sand when I go too far. You're a swimming pool on an August day, and you're the perfect thing to say. And you play it coy, but it's kind of cute. And when you smile at me, you know exactly what you do. Baby, don't pretend that you don't know it's true. Sinatra's great, fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. I legit thought you were going to say, stop, we don't have the level of gold. No, I had to die. Song sung by Red Top Advanced Joy. No, I haven't. I haven't sung that one. But I always really enjoyed the musical. If you haven't, First Dates, there's a song which is fantastic. It's like, I'm struggling to remember the beginning of it now. I really want to play it, but I'll get copyright struck. I'm going to mute my mic and see if I can listen to it, because I need to remember First Dates now. Why is it not in my library? There it is, the original Broadway cast recording. One sec. It's a hard one for me to remember, but it's, yeah, it's like, I never knew what love was like until I saw your face. And suddenly I felt a love that time cannot erase. Your eyes so sweet and piercing, your manner kind yet strong. The kind of girl I could love forever. You'd spend the rest of our lives together. And in my life, I don't think I've ever been so effing wrong. And then it goes into like this rock song. I forget the lyrics of it, but it's a great like rock, but it turns into this rock ballad about how they were the they just didn't work with you. It's called In Love With You, First Dates. So if you haven't heard that musical, highly recommend it. I'm trying to see what the lyrics are. Yeah, because there's a lot of swearing in it as well, so I won't be singing. You're a bee with no heart, you're a liar, you are Satan, and I hate the way you snore at night. All your quirks pee me off, and I don't think I'm misstating your compulsive need to always be right. You're bossy and judgmental, kind of tactless, boring too, and I really can't believe I ever fell in love with you. I'm just catching up with while I was listening to that. Speaking of Dark Horse. Steppy, can you give me Tom for one day so he's out? Then he's in your life again. As long as I'm fed, I get angry. That's fair. I don't know Death's Weasel, Master Varium. I'm just asking random questions at this point. That's fair. I'll cook you good food, Steffi. Everybody want to steal my man? But yeah, so First Dates, if you haven't listened to it, I recommend it. It's a it had Zachary Levi, who was the voice of Flynn Rider, also the actor who played Chuck in Chuck. He's great. We love Zachary Levi. But yeah, we've had our little sing-songs now. You now know a lot about my music taste. Have you played? I think we've talked about this on a previous stream. Amori, I have not played it. I'd be interested in doing it at some point. I'm not sure when, but maybe. But I've heard about it. Flynn Rider's a fictional crush. That's amazing. That's fantastic. Flynn Rider's great. He's definitely the best, like, prince of the bunch. Have you played Hollow Knight? Love to watch a stream. I have never played it. Hollow Knight is not a game, or Wolfenstein. No, the thing is, these are all games that have never been my speed. So something you should know about me. It's not to say I will never play these games. The Scholar, hello. It's not to say I will never play these games, because I'm always interested in trying new things. But my games that I play, you've probably seen just based on the games I've played on stream, have always been, they'll tend to be more narrative focused. I've been big on platformers and RPGs that have really good stories attached. Sorry. Those are the games I've tended to play. So things like, I would have been too young for Wolfenstein. My parents wouldn't have let me play that. Absolutely not. Same with like Grand Theft Auto and stuff. But I appreciate Grand Theft Auto actually has a really good story. Hollow Knight, again, I appreciate it has a good story, like in the sense that there is a story that plays out, but I don't know. I like cinematics. I like story being played. Ori, I haven't played either. What movie, TV show that doesn't have a musical should have had a musical in your opinion? Should have a musical in your opinion? I was going to say, because the problem is, the immediate one that comes to mind is Scrubs. I know they technically did a musical episode, but Scrubs should absolutely be a musical. It'd be hilarious. Movies, again, the problem is, so one of my favorite movies of all time is La La Land. I love La La Land. I also like The Greatest Showman, both good, but they're musicals, so obviously that's why I like them. Movie that should be a musical that's not a musical. That's hard. That's genuinely a tough question. I don't watch many movies, that's the problem. I'm going to say Top Gun, because why the heck not? I think that would be hilarious. Go for like a rocker musical for Top Gun, I think would be hilarious. What type of Sims player are you? I have never, ever played The Sims. I don't think ever. I've probably, well, it's probably not true that I've never played The Sims. I've probably never played it properly. I've probably, like, done one or two things on a friend's version of Sims, and then never played it again. What about the FNAF musical? Good one. Reb Jeremy Jordan being the greatest showman, now stand by that. Fair enough. I'm just, the problem, what you'll find about me as well, in my teen years, I had a big thing about Zac Efron. If Zac Efron was in anything, I watched it. High School Musical, I just fell in love with the guy and his singing voice. So when I found out he was in Greatest Showman, I was like, yes, please. Just, what if we rewrite the stars? Say you were made to be mine. Nothing can keep us apart. You are the one I was meant to find. Any games you're looking forward to this year, Tom? Yes, I am looking forward to the DLC of Horizon Forbidden West. I know it's not technically a new game. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for Spider-Man 2. I've heard they've just pushed Wolverine back to next year, which is a little bit sad. But Spider-Man 2, I'm very excited for. There were a few others, but they're not coming to mind. I'm out. Do you know any of the songs from the original Asset? I do not know Alice in Wonderland that well. It was one of those movies I watched like once as a kid and it freaked me out, so I never watched it again. Perry the Platypus! That's an awful impression, I'm sorry. Tom, what would you do if Glitch Trap and Dork Trap was real? I don't know. I've not really watched a lot of Dorko's lore to know really who Dork Trap is. I assume it's just Dorko Glitch Trap or Dorko Spring Trap. Would you help, avoid, or end up a victim? I don't know. Avoid, probably. I've avoided them thus far. Betting in the Dark Revival still hasn't come out on console. Yeah, I had to buy it on PC. It was fine. It was fine. I wasn't, like, overwhelmed by it. Womp, if you've not watched Greatest Showman, you should. Like, it's not the greatest story. It's a big twisting of history and truth. But the music's good. I really dislike, Never Enough. That's the one song I despise, because it's just the same thing. It just hits this peak. It's just like, never, 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 never. Just the whole time. That's how much I hate it. I'm not even going to give you a proper version of me singing it. But it's just this, like, I just dislike it a lot. If you could voice any animated character, what would it be? Yeah, Other Side is great. I forget the lyrics. Okay, my friend, you wanna cut me in. I hate to break it to you, but it just won't happen. So thanks, but no, I think I'm good to go. Cause I'm quite enjoy the life you say I'm trapped in. Now I admire you, and that I'll show you do. You're onto something, really it's something. But I live among the swells and we don't pick up peanut shells. I think I'll leave that up to you. Don't you know that I'm okay with this up, down, but I gotta play cause I got what I need. Not the one to take a ride. I'll take you to the other side. Can you play some guitar? Probably not right now because I haven't got the cables and things set up to do that. Because I haven't got an amp anymore. So I can't just play it through the mic. I'd have to set it all up in Logic and get all that running and set up. So it's not set up currently for me to play. I will say that much. I've got all the stuff. I just have never set it up. Maybe one day. I'm a little iffy on the manipulation of storyline. That's what happens in movies, but I will watch it. Yeah, I get being iffy about it. I think the thing is, yes, a lot of these like true stories or based on true story things like twist the truth, and that's not great. But I think as long as you educate yourself about what the truth actually is, you can still enjoy the movie for what the movie is. Like, enjoy the music, enjoy the performance, enjoy the movie as it is, enjoy the scripting and the acting and all that. I think you can still enjoy it as long as you just go, I know this isn't accurate to life. If you take it as a fictional movie, essentially, then you can enjoy it. You don't have to, like, not watch it or not be able to fully enjoy it because you're worried about this one particular, this one particular aspect. But I understand it. I just think it's important. So it's like I immediately Googled what the actual story was and the actual truth was, and it makes a massive difference. You just go, I can now watch this as a movie. I just know it's fiction. Did you know that Hugh Jackman today teased Wolverine comeback earlier on Instagram? I mean, well, we've already had it teased that Wolverine's coming back for the next Deadpool movie, for Deadpool 3. So we know that Hugh Jackman's coming back as Wolverine. I love their relationship. They're so much fun. Do a guitar stream. Maybe. I need to practice. I haven't practiced properly in a long time. You need a CG5 setup to hook in directly into your live setup. Yeah, I've never had to set up my live stream setup for that reason. Electric is better than acoustic. Depends. I love acoustic playing personally. I really like electric can be beautiful, but it takes a lot more work, I would say, to make it beautiful because often you need more pedals and you need to mess with effects to make it work on its own. I think acoustic is easier to play for bar chords, I will say that. But acoustic is a better and bigger sound if you're playing solo, I find. But, like you say, Melee, each to their own. How is he going to call it back? Because I thought he was dead. We have a multiverse. The multiverse exists in Marvel now, which obviously Disney now owns all the Fox stuff, which includes Deadpool and Wolverine. So the multiverse exists. Deadpool will just break the fourth wall, jump into the multiverse, find before Wolverine died or something, and we'll be like, yep, great, you're coming with me. I acoustics, I can just pull my guitar and play it when I'm bored. That's exactly it. Like, if I pulled this off the wall and just start playing, you're not going to be able to hear it. That's the downside. Can't play guitar, so can't weigh in. Acoustic's easier. Electric is easier on bar chords. Sorry, electric is easier for bar chords. Sorry, that's what I meant, because electric, the strings are lighter and tend to be slightly narrower. So it's much easier to sort that out, basically. I had a screen cleaner around here somewhere. Is that it? Give you my screen cleaner, you are. You guys have got me looking at my guitar, and I'm just realising some of the dust that's on it that I need to clean off. I need to give the strings a proper clean, really. There's a lot of dust and crud on the strings. Hey, I'll do that after stream. Yeah. I expect a different timeline Wolverine that Hugh Jackman wouldn't play. Who knows? They'll figure it out. Deadpool is Deadpool. Also, in his last movie, also time traveled and undid the first Wolverine movie. But yeah, I mean, that's fair. How does the electric guitar work? No idea. You plug it into an amp or to an audio interface and it plays magical sounds. Do you know any opera? No, it's, well, other than Il Divo, which is, pop-ratic, I think, technically, which I sang a little bit earlier, and it's like semi-operatic, but it's like quartet opera, but it's not like opera. I've never learned to sing opera. Hello! Pokemon biologist Mike, hello. Good to have you, friend. Any plans to react? No, I will not be reacting to our theories. Mainly because I would like you guys to go over there once we're done here and go watch it for yourselves. Because if I react to it here, you guys won't have a need to go and watch it over on the main channel, which drops views. And I would be sabotaging my own job if I did that. So I encourage you to go and watch it over there once we're done here. I will not be reacting to it on stream. Once, when we do the next stream, we might talk about things. I don't know because it's FNAF and controversial. Like, we have the quote-unquote no game theory rule. So I probably won't answer a ton of questions, particularly if there are controversial takes. Did I ever run through In Space with Markiplier? I did. We did 2 runs. We did one for me and one for Steffi. I got Matt Pat's ending, funnily enough. I got Matt Pat's ending and the Matt Pat, or the mid ending, and I got the Matt Pat ending on the second run as well. We're just clearly that in sync. See you later, Vukele. Are you in a dedicated room for streaming or in a closet? So this is my dedicated office. So I stream from here, but I also work in this room. So this is my work where I'm writing my theories. Your American closets are different from ours. I see a lot of closets that you guys have, or at least on houses that I look at, tend to be walk-in. And so this would probably be smaller than some of the wardrobes, or it would be wardrobe sized for a lot of you. It's a very small room. It technically should be a 3rd bedroom, but they can't market it as a 3rd bedroom because in the UK it's illegal to have a bedroom without a window. So this is counted as the study or the office space. But it's meant that I've been able to put in the LED lights and set up my microphones and my desk and my monitors and all my streaming equipment and my work equipment all into one place, which is great. Do you have a big notebook full of FNAF theories? I actually do somewhere. Don't know where it's got to, but I do. And I'm on a Mac, and I tend to, or I'm often on a Mac, and I have a big notes folder full of notes of like, this could be a theory, this might be something, this might be something that we might or might not explore. Why is it illegal? Because then there's no fire exit. So if a fire breaks out and you're locked in your bedroom, you need to be able to get out. So a bedroom has to have a fire escape via a window. You have to be able to escape via the window. So it's illegal to market it as a bedroom. Like, I own this building or this flat, this apartment. So if I had a kid, for example, and I wanted to turn this into a bedroom, I could. I just can't market it as a bedroom because you need to have a fire escape. So if there's an accident or something really bad happens, you can escape. Do you ever watch the Super Bowl? I know you're in the UK and it's not a huge sports fan, but it's peak American culture. Yeah, like, I had a lot of friends that watch the Super Bowl. I have never watched it personally because the problem is I don't have enough friends that want to watch it. And it's obviously so late and stuff. I really want to. I'd love to come out to America and watch with some Americans and watch with some friends. That would be a dream, to go and watch the Super Bowl with some friends. I think that would be really fun to do. Tom, would you ever do a stream where you play with chat like Jackbox? Yeah, I'd be up for that. Maybe the next Tea with Tom we'll do a Jackbox session. So it's like Tea with Tom, but we can play Jackbox as well. Yeah, I'm up for that. We'd have to, like, set some ground rules. Make sure everyone is behaving themselves and all that jazz. But Jackbox is fun. I'd be up for Jackbox. I'm also, because they've just brought it to YouTube, I've seen. They've brought, I forget what it's called, but like chat control, where you guys control the environment around me. So it's like, you know, I can play Minecraft and I have to try and beat Minecraft, and you guys can control like what entities appear and like give me buffs, or you can give me punishments and things like that. I forget what exactly it's called. I'll need to chat to head editor Dan, because I know he's looking at it. Crowd control. That's the one. Crowd control. So I'm intrigued. I'm interested to look at trying crowd control at some point to see whether that works. And what games I can do that for. Because I think that would be fun to see you guys just torture me for fun. But you guys are also wholesome, so I'm sure like it would be just a good fun. Wow, that chat just suddenly loaded. American footballism causing it is the cricket to Americans. So, cricket is very confusing and so boring. I took Matt to a cricket game when he was in London, and it was the most boring thing. And he just went, I remember the conversation, because he basically looked at me and was like, Tom, this is so inefficient. The time, the way they're spread out in the field, this is so inefficient. If you gave this to an American, I bet you they would make it more efficient. And I went, I think we did give it to an American, and you guys call it baseball. Well, netherite armor for top bar. Well, thank you, Varian. Netherite armor is the worst these days. Netherite armor is absolutely the worst to get now. Like, I get why they've done it with or they're doing it with the update, but it's going to be the worst to get. I can't stand watching cricket. Yeah, it's so boring. Baseball makes me angry. I want to go to a baseball game just because I've never been to one. I want to do baseball. I've gone to 2 hockey games now to see the Hurricanes in Raleigh. That's been really fun. I really enjoy going to see the Hurricanes. That was really fun. Tom, SMP. There's not enough people I play with that would join the SMP and play it regularly enough. I don't even play. I haven't played Minecraft in over a year. Because I just lost creative energy for Minecraft, so I just haven't played it in so long. Ha! Yes, you had to try and explain the rules to man. It was stressful. I can watch sports. Like, the thing is, I'm more interested in the company I keep. So, for example, when the World Cup happens, I had some friends who were like, hey, the World Cup's happening. I can't remember if England was in the finals or not, but it's like, hey, the World Cup's happening. It's the final. We're going to have everyone round. Yeah, we're going to have everyone round. We're going to, have some drinks, have some food. It's going to be really good fun. I came and I ended up chatting. There was a TV with it on in the kitchen and a TV in the living room. I ended up in the kitchen chatting to all the mums and the wives. Chatting to them, holding babies, doing all of that. And there was another time we did it, and I did sit with all the guys in the living room. But I was I enjoyed being there with my friends and chatting to my friends and the Super Bowl, I was like watching the ads. Rather than enjoying the sport, I enjoyed the camaraderie of everyone together. The events are far more fun than the actual thing. I agree. Yeah, GT Live, you get me. You get me. The food also helps, yeah, because it's normally junk food, which is obviously the best food. I used to be a Pocket Edition player, but recently updates caused me so many problems on Bedrock. Yeah, no, I get that. That's a shame. The snacks are important. They are important. Are we okay? Are you okay? OBS? Behave. Please don't break on me. I'd really prefer if you didn't break on me. What is the sport? What is the sport you hate the most? It's got to be cricket. Cricket's so boring. It's so boring. Tea time. Are we spilling tea? No, Ash, we are not spilling tea. We are just chatting. It is tea with Tom. As in, we have tea and we chat together. We hang out. We drink tea. But hello, Ash. Hello, friendo. Good to have you. We love you. I worry my parents sometimes when I randomly get upset when I did it, what I did in Minecraft. Yeah, that makes sense. That happens. Also generally bad, but stadium hot dogs are literally the best thing ever. I had at the Carolina Hurricanes Stadium, I had a pulled pork sandwich. Or a beef, no, it was a beef brisket sandwich, and it was the saltiest thing I've ever eaten, but oh my gosh, it was the best. Yes! Ash, you should make some tea. Do it. It was like so salty, but it was so good. Yes, everyone just welcoming Ash. They have been perceived. I need to find a bigger tea vessel, cause like I always run out. Just with a normal size mug, I always run out of tea. I should look at getting a bigger mug for my RT sessions. I can have more tea for longer. You're not the exception, John. Make tea. If you could be anything for a day, what would you choose? Favorite video game soundtrack? Sonic Adventure 2, hands down. If I could be anything for a day, what would I be? I don't know. Some kind of bird. Probably. Fly around, see the world from a new perspective. Sorry to take attention off you. No, that's not what I meant, Nabil, but appreciate it. But yeah, a bird I think would be fun. Some kind of bird. Just fly around, see the world from an entirely new perspective. So they can't make a pot more mango tea. Mango tea is wonderful. Fair foods, anyone have a deep fried cheesecake or chocolate over covered bacon? What? I have not had any of those things. That sounds awful, but also wonderful at the same time. I have a specific bottle for tea. I do have specific mugs for tea. I just don't have a bottle. I don't take if I'm taking hot drinks on the go, it's normally coffee because I need my coffee in the morning. Live and learn, cover when. I cannot play the guitar part of Live and Learn. And also, the song is so high. Live and learn, hanging on the edge of tomorrow. It's up there. It's so high. And that's probably not even the right key. That was probably a step down. But it's so high and rocky. And because you get into like, you may never find your way. Up there. It's just hard. It is hard. I kill to say play Master of Puppets on guitar. Yeah, no. Somehow, no. Not that good. I was always a rhythm player. I was never the lead player. Do a movie night. Orange Green, if you haven't. Very good movie. Ooh, we'll check that out. Slay? Question mark, slay. Rhythm guitar gang, let's go. That's the thing, even on electric, I was a rhythm. Like, I could do small fiddly bits, but it tended to be the rhythm stuff. Like, I practiced some lead lines, but they were often basic lead lines. I was never very good at, like, the massive lead lines, like, Through the Fire and the Flames, or Master of Puppets, or anything like that. I always struggled. But I was also never a rock guitarist. I was like a pop or soft rock guitarist. What about GT or guitar? Nah. From my experience, it's a little tricky. No, I can't possibly do that because Ryder nailed it on the St. Jude live stream, so it would be pitiful by comparison. I hate solo guitar. They forced me for one concert and never again. Yeah, it's really hard. Really, really hard. Oh, Tom. Yeah, can you... A weird smell after you sneeze. When I sneeze, the first breath in smells different than anything else. And it's just the sneeze smell. And I'm interested to see if anyone here... Because apparently Steffi doesn't have that. So I'm intrigued if you guys have that. Tom, when you are in the US, will you still stream to some... for work, will you still stream to some capacity? So, I didn't last time. Because there was too much going on, and it would have been tricky for me to do that, so I didn't last time. This time, maybe I will do something. Depends again if I'm in a hotel, or like where I'm staying and how close I am to the office and stuff like that, because if I am close to the office, then I might like sneak in and use the GT Live set, possibly. I will definitely do a tea with Tom, I think, when I'm out there. Who knows? Maybe I can get some special guests to come and join me That would be fun. So I'll probably try and do a tea with Tom when I'm out there. Whether I do a full week of streaming, because the problem is I'm flying Saturday and getting back the next Sunday. That will be the plan when I do figure out when I'm going, which means I'll miss Saturday stream, Tuesday, Thursday, and then Saturday stream. So I might stream on like Saturday. No, I probably won't stream Saturday daytime, but I might stream in like one of the evenings EST in order to stream something. I just don't know what day because I don't know what the plans are. So I intend to do at least one stream when I'm out there. However, I will have to keep you guys updated via the Discord and via Twitter as to when that will be, because I'm sure that Matt and Ash and all the people that I will be out there with will have plans for things for us to do and hang out and stuff. And obviously I'm working during the daytime. And because I think last time as well, it was different. I was there with a bunch of team members. Like, we were all there in Raleigh. And so I didn't want to, like, go, I'm going to go stream now, guys. Bye. I wanted to hang out with the team that I don't get to see. Whereas I think this next time I'm going out, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be the only other team member going out other than the people that are already there. So there may be space for me to go, look, I just need a couple of hours to myself. I'm going to go stream. It's going to be fun. But we'll see. But I appreciate you guys being patient regardless. But I will try my best. But yeah, I mean, Steffi, you say it's not a blood thing. It might be a blood thing or a relative thing, because me and Holly may not be related, but then me and Holly also have brown hair, and we're not related. And so it's that thing of, like, it might just be a gene that people have, and different people will have it. Tom, when is your birthday? It's 10th of April. Bro, I think cousin forgot. Oh, no, cousin. No, it's all good. Tom, is cracking knuckles bad? I do it religiously. I learned this recently. Apparently it's not. Because I crack my knuckles as well. There you go. There was a nice 2 for you there. I do it on stream sometimes, and I think Steffi often hears it. And it's like, oh my gosh, the cracking of the knuckle. Maybe you're tasting your breath. Maybe. It has well, the thing is, it is probably the smell of saliva. Because I think if I were to lick something and then smell that, it probably would smell the same. Don't know why I know that, but I think from memory it seems to be a similar sort of salivary smell, which makes sense because you've just sneezed. Yeah, I did Google this at one point. I think Dr. Mike dispelled it. Is cracking your knuckles bad for you? I'm just Googling it. Why it's not in dark mode, I don't know. Come on, Safari, be better. Although cracking your knuckles regularly can be relatively harmless, it can also cause damage if it's done incorrectly or too frequently. Cracking your knuckles may aggravate the people around you, but it probably won't lead to your raised risk of arthritis, according to Harvard University. This is so big. This is such a big waste of space because Safari is so focused. No, leave me alone. I should look at, like, cropping this. Because it's so flipping small on screen. I did not realize that Safari would be that awful with websites, but there you go. The conclusion of several studies that compared the rates of hand arthritis among habitual knuckle crackers and people who didn't crack their knuckles. The pop in the crack of the knuckle is caused by bubble bursting in the synovial fluid. The fluid that helps lubricate joints. The bubbles pop when you pull the bones apart, either by stretching the finger or bending them backwards, creating negative pressure. One study's authors compared the sudden vibratory energy produced by knuckle cracking to the forces responsible for the destruction of hydraulic blades and ship propellers. There you go, then. I want to see if I can figure out how to make this a better size. Well, let me check on, like, a different website. Let me see if, like, they all do this. Because if they all do this, then I definitely need to change the sizings of things. Yeah, they're all kind of doing it. No, that's not what I meant to move. Where's my web browser? There it is. So we're just going to do this. Something like that. That's a little bit better. Now people can actually read it. Hurrah. But it's fine. We're going to go back to chatting anyway. There we are. We've learned something today. Where's my chat gone? There you are. When I crack my neck, I get stats boost, I swear. There's a lot of other myths that stuck around. Like, I don't know if you ever heard, but people used to say wearing hats will make you go bald. Yeah, I heard that. There was also, if you snapped your fingers like that, you would get arthritis. That was a big one. Physically cannot crack my knuckles. That's really interesting. I love we're just talking about people cracking their bones right now. Then Spyro Dawn of the Dragon. Give it so much hate. I never played the first one. I played the third one, though, with my brother. And it was an alright game. It's just, the thing is, it's not a Spyro game. It's an alright game. It's just not a Spyro game. But Stefan, good to have you, and very good question. Thank you. Good to watch him play Spyro. Yeah, I was always looking to buy the remakes that they did. Maybe I will. What game do you think is criminally underrated? The problem is, I've rarely played like indie games that I think are like underrated. Normally I'm playing indie games for work, and it's like games that people have, everyone's decided that this is just the best game. I don't know in my game collection what I've played that I think is underrated. I'm trying to think about what games I actually own. Literally trying to think through my brain of what games I've got. I'm actually gonna... Let's see what games I've got on my PlayStation Network. But I'm not going to show you guys, obviously. Sign in, please. No. It's not loading for me. I'm going to this effort because I actually want to think about like what games I've played that I think are underrated. Because I think it's in... Like, there have been some indie games we played for work that I think are getting some level of appreciation. Maybe not full mainstream appreciation, but like, I think, for example, Cooking Companions, great game. I forgot they have two-step authentication now. Where's my library? Someone should play Faith. Maybe I'll play Faith at one point. I've seen that. Are you going to play Hogwarts Legacy? Probably not. And I don't think that's from a controversial standpoint. That's just because I've never been into Harry Potter. I've never watched or played Harry Potter. This is my first stream. Well, hello, Stephen. I think it's Stephen or Stefan. But you are most welcome. Thank you so much. People hated it because it was too laggy. But when I played it on the Wii, it was fine. I played it on the PlayStation 3. And it was fine. But yeah, it's a fine series. Again, I think the issue is it's just not a... The issue isn't that it is a a Spyro game. Or the issue isn't that it's a bad game, the issue is that it's not a Spyro game, and that's what makes it bad. Game library. Let's see what I've downloaded on the PlayStation. Because I'm mainly a PlayStation player anyway. Because again, I played a ton of games that I think people love. Like, I loved playing Stray. Slime Rancher is great. That's a series that doesn't get a lot of love. I think Ty the Tasmanian Tiger is a massively underrated game. The second and third one are fine, but nowhere near as good as the original. The original one is absolutely a game that is underrated, I think. I think for sure. So I think that game is underrated. Tomato has the sneezing smell. Yes, Ash, coming through. Sneezing smell gang. Wait, Tom, do you play? Would you play DDLC on stream, or is that too much? Like, we have to do for Game 3. It is quite a lot. Like what I'd have to do for Game 3, I'd have to play. And this is the problem: is any sequels that come. Oh, we've been told we're not getting sequel for like 5 years. I'm like, what? That's ridiculous. I mean, we're so far removed from DDLC now that maybe I'd play it. The problem is, I know what happens, so nothing's surprising. And DDLC, part of the thing with DDLC is the surprise factor, the shock factor you get when, like, those moments happen. Those of you that know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. When those moments happen, that's the surprise value, whereas if I go into it knowing those things, it's not as strong. I think that's the issue. Do you have a Switch? I do have a Switch, Toothless. I have the OG Switch. Have you ever played a Pikmin game? I have not played a Pikmin game. DDLC is Doki Doki Literature Club. It's a visual novel / horror game. It's fun. I got to write, not the original theories. I wrote the ones which were about DDLC Plus, which included the emails and the bonus scenes and stuff. I got to write those. Those were some of my early theories. I love those theories, actually. They're theories that I forget that I wrote. I forget that those theories exist. I think they were really good. I think they were really, really good theories. Really enjoyed those. Bye, Chaotic Fiction. Off on an adventure. Enjoy. Yeah, I really enjoyed writing those theories. They were really fun. They were the first dark theories I really had to do. So that was a little bit of a mental hurdle to get over. Was going, oh, I need to write a dark theory about, like, you know, people being killed and torn apart and, like, used for breeding and all this stuff. And, like, you know, because of Project Libertina. And so that stuff was, like, dark, and that was a bit hard. But we got there, and I really enjoyed those theories. Misa going to lurk. No worries, Varian. Appreciate you. Tom, were you ever involved in the Walton Files theories? No, the Walton Files were, most of them were before my time. And then the other one that came out during my time was a film theory anyway. And I at that point, I think at that point, I had just started working for Game Theory full time. So yeah, I was never involved in the Walton Files. The only film theories I've written, I'm trying to remember. Film theories I've written. Winnie the Pooh. Actually, why am I doing that? I can tell you. It's in my, it's on my YouTube. I haven't updated it recently. On my personal YouTube account, I've got a folder with all the theories I wrote. Let me see if I can get it up. I might need to update it because I haven't updated it in a couple of weeks. So there are a couple of theories that have come out that I haven't added. Weren't you a part of the Wilbur theories too? Yep. I was, no. So I didn't write that one from scratch. I wrote the Wilbur theory. I polished the, I wrote a big chunk of it, but it was actually someone else's script that I had to polish. And that is often, as creative director, that is often how things work. where you will as creative director, you end up polishing a lot of other people's theories. Yeah, you end up polishing like a lot of other people's theories. So, one minute. There we go. So now I've got you up. So like, yeah, so these are the theories that I've written. Again, I'm a few weeks out. So if I go to my phone, I can tell you which other theories I've written. So I obviously had a big hand in the timeline theory that we've done. That was obviously a big one. Of our recent videos, I also wrote Doors. I wrote the Doors theory and I wrote the Sonic theory. Was Mario's mother short one of those ones where you just had to polish it? Yes. Yes, Mario's mother's short was we actually had someone had written a script for us with that information in the script. It didn't make sense for it to be in the script, and so we repurposed it for a short. Well, you did. You Are Not the Villain. Yeah, that was my I did. So yeah. Well, You Are Not the Villain was one of my early ones. Oh, You Are Not the Hero in Poppy Playtime. So look, so this was, so there you go. There's my first. Oh no, you're gonna. It's cropped for you. Why is it cropped for you that way? That is a bad way for it to have cropped for you. I apologize. Give me a sec. Let me crop it this way instead. So if I scroll out like that, yeah, it's not ideal. I'm gonna reset this. Transform. Reset. Transform. Ah, massive. It's because my monitor is like a 4K monitor, so it comes in massive. Just takes a lot of like resizing, which is a bit of a pain, but hey ho. Come on, OBS, stop being a pain. Let's go. There we go. We'll do that, and then we make you a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to make you a little bit bigger this way, just so people can see. Maybe. No, actually, because you'll get cut off from the bottom if I do that. But there you go. So there's my first theory. Just going to drag it up so you can see it a little bit clearer. But there's my first theory. Winnie the Pooh. Second ever theory. Captain Crunch. For food theory. Pikachu. Lily's Garden, then Doki Doki. There it was. Yeah, I knew Lily's Monica was early on, but Lily's Garden was next. I then did Power Wash. I did Baby Shark is Adopted. Nurse Joy's a Pokemon. Minecraft's Darkest Timeline. The Bloody History of Poppy Playtime, so our very first Poppy Playtime one. Merge Mansion I did. The last film theory no, that wasn't the last film theory. I did the final broadcast. For that one, this was my last one. Squid Game. I did Andy's Apple Farm, Warframe, McDonald's, Once You Broke on Purpose. I didn't add Chick-fil-A in here. I also did the Chick-fil-A in Harvard episodes. Markiplier, Smash or Pass. Basically, all the Poppy theories have been mine. A lot of the FNAF ones since I've joined have been mine. Cooking Companions I did the Markiplier in space. A lot of the Minecraft ones end up being mine as well. There are a few that aren't, but a lot of them do. Amanda, Stray, Roblox, Bendy. And yeah, obviously I did Future Charles in the recent Among Us. Yes, I did write both Pokemon Smash or Passes. That was fun. Hello, Amy! Tom's top tier rank. Oh, Amy, you're too sweet. Thank you, Amy. We love you. Thank you so much for tuning in, friend. Yeah, do you play Roblox often or just for theories? Just for theories. I have never played Roblox for fun. Oh, thank you guys for the chat, for the claps in the work. Local 58, I need to check the descriptions more often to know what theories you've done. Yeah, so basically, if you look at every game theory, because I've got another one here, which is all the theories that have been on the channel that I've polished. So these are all the ones that I have, that, you know, that other writers have written that I've then done a pass of and maybe rewritten things, or clarified certain things or cut certain things. Every video that goes up on Game Theory goes through me. So we're going to go back to this. So yeah, every Game Theory goes through me. Every Game Theory that gets written, I have done a pass on, and Matt has also done a pass on. So very rarely, like sometimes, we'll just go straight for it with what a writer's written. But often there'll be little tweaks, or we have to, you know, sometimes it's like we have to add a sponsorship segment, or we need to add a call to action for the end card, or whatever it is. And sometimes I just write that. But yeah, so you'll notice on every Game Theory, my name is attached. Like you'll see almost every film theory, Lee will be attached for the same reason, because Lee is the creative director. I see a lot of my polished ones. I mean, Mike, the fact is, every one of your scripts will be polished because it has, like, polished. I say it's a polished folder. It's more for me to keep track of what theories I've worked on in some capacity. The level of polish varies from video to video. And I've got a number of yours on there, which I barely had to polish, but I did do a pass on it. And so I changed a small couple bits or whatever. I added sponsorships and stuff like that. And so therefore I get, and so yeah, therefore I get, I'm putting the credits just because I'm overseeing the entire channel. And because a lot of your videos have been game theories, so it means that I end up getting the polish. I end up doing the polish on them. But Mike is a very good writer, very solid writer for us. Project Playtime, yeah, Project Playtime was absolute chaos. It was fun. This doesn't mean Tom is your way to game theory. People keep that in mind. Yep, absolutely. Eleanor is right. Thank you very much. You are post me becoming CD. That is true. But yeah. Are you currently working on a theory? I am. Well, no, I just finished one. And then I've got another one next week that I'm working on. But yeah, basically every theory that goes on Game Theory, almost every theory that goes on Game Theory goes into one of those two. There's only like 1 or 2 game theories that don't make it into one of those 2 folders. That tends to be the ones that Matt has just written on his own, or if there was one that Matt had to polish because I was away. So like the dream theory, for example, the one, Am I Dream's Father? That was a Matt exclusive. So Matt wrote that on his own. Always something to work on, absolutely. What's the favorite theory I've done? So it's great because I've now got them in front of me, so I can look and see. Oh no, I feel like I'm getting a little bit laggy. Computer is starting to overheat. Oh gosh, please, computer, make it through the last hour. I beg of you. Come on, you can do it. How many theories do I work on at a time? I tend to be better at, I'm personally working on one at a time. Because it's very hard for me to jump between multiple theories at once. I tend to very much be one at a time. But at any given point, the channel has got anywhere between, if you go, one's being edited, I'm polishing or writing one, and then you go, Matt is polishing one, and then there's normally anywhere from like 1 to 3 others being written, so you get about at least 6 game theories being worked on at any given day, any given week. But I tend to be very methodical and go, right, I'm going to work on this one, get this one finished, move on to the next one, because there's so much research that goes into it. It's really hard to like do a ton of research, then drop the research and move on to another project, and then have to come back to it, because you then got to like refamiliarize yourself with the research. It's just better to go straight in one go. Are you reading Books right now for fun. What's your favorite book you've read? I haven't read any books for fun in a very long time. I've only read FNAF books in recent years. I loved the Stormbreaker series, the Alex Rider Stormbreaker series. They're very British books, but loved those as a kid. They were great fun. Do we give an update? We have not given an update. I can give you an update. Let's have a see. Where are we at with watch hours? Need to switch accounts quickly. Watch hours, where we at? 3,855. 145 to go, people. In our relationship, Tom is gamer, Steffi is reader. Absolutely, that is absolutely how that works. But sorry, I was answering the question, what's my favorite theory I've worked on? I mean, favorite for different reasons. I'm very, very proud of the work I did for Pikachu's level. Very proud of that work and love that theory. One of the funnest ones to work on was definitely Power Wash Simulator. That was a really fun one. I really love Power Wash Simulator. And now that the FAF timeline is wrapping up, honest review of the FNAF books as literature. Ha! No, because the books are going to keep coming out and they're going to keep being important, so I can't knock them too much. Because, you know, we need them to still like us. My brother loved Alex Rider. Yeah. I'm falling asleep at the top of the big screen. Well, we appreciate it so much. As I say, I haven't had a chance even to read books for work. I've been so busy. So yeah, I'm a little bit behind on even my FNAF books. Steffi's dropped a pile of books behind me. Because we've been doing some sorting out in the flat. So I need to go through those and see what of those books I actually want to keep. A lot of them are like leadership books. Stuff for when I was working. And like Strength Finder and things like that. Figuring out what your strengths and weaknesses are. Favorite Pokemon generation? Very good question. Again, problem is it depends on what context. If you're talking about Pokemon, like favorite generation in terms of the actual Pokemon, Gen 1, hands down every time without fail. If you're talking about as a game, Ruby and Sapphire were really good. But I think it would have to go to Gen 4. I think they really nailed the Pokemon formula. I think they really nailed the mechanics of having special and physical moves rather than special and physical types. I think they just nailed a lot of the mechanics and just fine-tuned everything to like a really good level. Plus, they still had the contests and stuff, which were fun. Like, Gen 3 was the big step, which I think was really good. And then Gen 4, I think, like, nailed it. I say second gen because I love Citical. Yeah, that's fair. LS Mark, yeah, he goes through every book in the series. Yeah, he's a madman. Absolute madman. Which region would you want to live in? Don't say Gala because of the British bias. I would love to live in Alola. I went to Hawaii for my honeymoon. And I loved it. I fell in love with Hawaii. Absolutely adored it. I went to the Big Island. And I'm sure I want to go to the other islands as well because the other islands are great and seem really fun. But oh my gosh, Hawaii is so beautiful. I'd love to go to be in Alola. That'd just be the dream. Gen 2 is really good. I love Gen 2 as a game because there's real nostalgia there and I love how big it is. But Gen 4 has the Gen 2 games in it. Because you've got Heart Gold and Soul Silver. And so I get my Gen 2 games, but with the Gen 4 mechanics, which is perfect. A+ honeymoon truce. That was what we thought. That is what we thought. Because a lot of people do like the Maldives and things like that. Because the Hawaii was a 20... We traveled for over 20... About 21, 22 hours of travel we did for that. To get there. And it's an 11-hour time. It's a big one. So people tend to do like the Maldives or Mauritius or places that are a little bit easier to get to. Or they go to Spain or France or places like that. I was like, no, this is the only chance we might get in our lives to do something big. So let's go for it. Let's go big or go home. And so, and Steph, the volcano literally erupted the month after we booked our tickets and stopped erupting the month before we flew. So we got to see the volcano, which was amazing. Now, Ruby and Sapphire is a good game. I will absolutely agree with you there, Eleanor. But yeah, so loved Hawaii. So thank you, Amy. Yes, it was an A+ choice. We thought so anyway. Got to swim in manta rays. We saw 2 types of dolphins. Best advice I ever got, if you ever go to Hawaii, best advice, bring your own rock shoes and bring your own snorkels. Because they will rip you off for them there. Charge you a ton to do, like, swim with the coral reefs and all the fishes. And it costs so much. Whereas you go to any beach, put on your snorkel, you can go and swim in the coral reefs and see all these amazing fish. It was awesome. I loved it. I love, like, fish and aquariums and zoos and things like that. So being able to, like, literally just swim with these amazing fish and be on a boat and just see dolphins, like, playing in the wake. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Also, we found a really nice restaurant that we like called Pineapples, which was just great. Too much water like Gen 3. Yeah, Gen 3. Gen 3 was the generation where I really got into Pokemon for sure. It's a great set of games. We did see a green turtle. Turtles were fun. Favorite is Sun and Moon. Well, Sun and Moon, Alola, solid choice. It was the first game that started to feel a bit more open world, and I was like, oh, this is fun. Booking flights right now to go back. We cannot afford to go to Hawaii again, not anytime soon. It'd be different if we lived in America, where it then becomes an internal flight. I'm not a good enough swimmer. I used to love petting sharks. Yeah. Yeah, Steffi was saying she was slightly less confident swimmer. I'm quite a confident swimmer. Now to make fire hurt. It's true. Never played a Pokemon game. Oh, Hayden. No, it's cool. I get it. Different people have different things. Like, people get shocked when I say I've never watched or read Harry Potter. It's the same thing. Like, okay, you had a different childhood to me. That's fine. It's all good. We'll financially recover in 451 years and 4 months with quick math. Absolutely. Raleigh has been described as the Hawaii of the East by no one. Yeah, I loved Raleigh as well for very different reasons to why I loved Hawaii. Very different reasons. I bought Pokemon Snap. We played Pokemon Snap on stream. I didn't, like, finish it. I was kind of getting a little bit bored, because the problem is, like, when you start getting into later game, you end up, like, grinding to finish that game. So I kind of stopped. It just got a bit boring for me to play on stream. That's the way it is sometimes. It's fun. I've still got my list of theories. Makes you realize in the 2 years I've been at Theorist, with a year of that being full-time, a year and 4 months being full-time, I have written from scratch, including then the new ones that have just come out the last few weeks, 3 more. I have written 57 theories in 2 years. 2 and a bit years, I wrote 57 theories, considering we release a theory a week. That's quite incredible. That's quite insane to think about. Like, you don't really think about it, and then obviously it tells you, oh, you've got this many. And I'm like, oh, yeah. That's a lot of streams. That's not a lot of streams. That's a lot of theories. I need to add that Harvard one to my scripts as well. Because there'll be that one as well, so that's 4. So it's 58. And then you got shorts. I need to make a new one for shorts I've written. Because other than... There have been 3 that we've released that have been polishes. And then one that has been... most of the others that have been released have been written by me in terms of shorts. So I probably need to make a new shorts playlist, probably. Like, the shorts I've written, or do I just put them in theories? Nah, the problem is it's like slightly different, isn't it? I'll have a think about it. Because, yeah, in terms of shorts, I polished Nether Ice Age. I polished Sonic Broke His Own Legs, and I polished Mario's Mum. But I did the FNAF 6 short, I did the Pokemon and Not Pokemon short, and I did the God of War short. So I've done half of them. Cheaper for foreigners to visit Greeks than it is for locals. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that. I've always wanted to go to Greece. I've never done it, but it's one of those things where I've wanted to see the sights. But yeah, it's one of those things and everyone goes, oh, go to Greece. It's so much cheaper. But I'm like, feels a bit exploitative. Yes, Zekron, I polished. Mario's Mum was some information from someone else's script that got cut from the script. It was in the Waluigi script, I think, and we cut it. But it was a good idea for a short, and that was at the time we were toying with do we do shorts. So I cut it and saved it and put it into a short. Favorite Mario character? Oh gosh. I was always I don't know. Waluigi's obviously the meme answer. But what is my favorite Mario character? I wonder. What is my favorite Mario character? I really have no idea. Where's my one about... Oh, Pepsi Navy. I wrote the Pepsi Navy as well. Forgot about you. Because, yeah, I wrote Pepsi Navy because... I wrote Pepsi Navy and then we stopped it because it mentioned Russia, I think. And so we halted production. So there was Pepsi Navy. I'm just looking through some old theories now. Where's the Harvard one? Just looking through my playlist now. Oh, did my playlist end? It surely didn't. Oh, it did. Let's put you back on shuffle then, please. Chick-fil-A. There it is, Chick-fil-A. I'm just adding things to my personal playlist now. Oh, no, that one is in my theories. Okay, well, there we go then. That one was there, but Pepsi Navy was not. So there we go. Learn something new. I did write Pepsi Navy, Womp. That was a fun one. Who do I pick in Mario Kart? I always pick Link in Mario Kart. So it's not even a Mario character. Who do I normally pick in Mario Party 4? The problem is I've never, like, I don't know. I normally pick Mario, but that's, like, really boring. Let me look up Mario characters. And see who I decide is my favorite. I think Rosalina's quite cool. I think of all of them, I like Rosalina the most. That would probably be the one I'd lean on, I'd imagine. Toad mains rise. Well, Toad is gender, as we proved, Ash. So that makes sense. Thinks kart is really cool, though. I use his motorcycle. Because I'm a motorcyclist in real life, so I'm like, yes, I'm going to learn to use the bike. So I've gotten pretty good at maining as Link on a motorcycle. Are they adding Birdo to Mario Kart? Yeah, they are, which is weird. Like, not because I don't like Birdo. It's weird the fact that it's taken them this long to add Birdo to Mario Kart. Toad has a special place in my heart because that was your first theory you originally pitched. Yes, it was. Tom, what are you doing for dinner tonight? I've had my dinner. I had a wonderful chorizo creme fraiche spinach pasta. It was lovely. Have you ever played the Donkey Kong games? I feel like the older games were better. Never played Donkey Kong. More Tom Law? Oh, Shy Guy. Yes, Amy, so hyped for Birdo. Rosalina, I like for the looks alone. She aesthetically is pleasing. Yes, I agree with that. She's just very pleasing aesthetically. Hold up, Toad is gender. I missed that. Yeah, you should watch our you should watch our episode about Toad and what gender Toad is. It's a very interesting and fun episode. So, Tom, how are you? I'm good. Thank you, Eleanor. I'm tired. Today's been a long day. Seeing friends, so all good things. But, you know, tiring. Nonetheless, it happens. It becomes tiring. Just because I'm introverted like that. So, it can be really exhausting. But it's been fun. I need to sort out some paperwork for work things. Which is always fun. That'll be a tomorrow job at this point, probably. But yeah, it's fun. But I'm doing okay. Thank you. It has been a tough week. It's been a tough couple of weeks. And next week's probably going to be another tough week. Just because. Gotta have that grind, baby! But it's why I'm so glad I get to jump on these streams and unwind for a few hours. A couple of days a week. I have a crush on Rosalina, don't ask why. I mean, I get it, man. Amy switching sides to us on the Shy Guy team. Everyone in the chat staying hydrated. They better be. Better be staying hydrated. If Toad is gendered, then Toad is my role model. One day strive to become as gender as Rambra and apparently Toad as well. Yeah, that makes sense. What toppings do you like on pizza? I'm a meat guy. Love me meat feast pizzas. I'm especially a big fan of Domino's barbecue bases. I love a barbecue base on a pizza, but I'm not super fussy about it. But I'm like, give me pepperoni, sausage, chicken, bacon, ham, beef, just all the meats. All the meats. That is my go-to every time without fail. Go leave, no worries, lone pianist. Appreciate having you, friend. Say it, I'm a heathen, I like pineapple on pizza. Ugh, I can't get on board with that. I cannot get on board with pineapple on pizza. I've tried it a few times to be like, let me see if I do like it. I think, actually, it is not a flavor issue, because I get sweet and salty. The issue is texture. Pineapple texture is kind of like, pizza is often very soft. Like, the dough is very doughy, it's very soft and chewy in that regard. But pineapple has, like, a fruity crunch that doesn't mesh, for me, on a pizza. Whereas, like, the meats that I tend to be softer, and so they kind of works with soft pizza. It's just a weird, because it's not like a crunch, like something crispy. It's that, like, fibrous crunch. And that, to me, in my brain, just doesn't mix. I'm big on textures, and textures can make a real difference to whether I like it or not. My word for liking barbecue on tacos. I've never had that many tacos, especially not proper tacos from, like, the US, or Mexico or anywhere like that. Like, the tacos we get here are pretty awful, so I don't really have opinions. Yes, pineapple just feels weird, and with pizza, it does not go good. Taking them off after they've just been there tastes really good, because the pineapple is, yes, that's the thing. So, like, when you take it off, you get some of that sweet pineapple flavor, but you haven't got the pineapple, like, fibrous texture that I dislike. Yeah, see, Wyvern's on my wavelength. Tom, I would like you to know that earlier I put my phone down for a minute, came back to stream and said, I'm a meat guy. Fantastic. Proper tacos from the US. Hey, Mike, you say that, but you haven't tried to get tacos here. We basically can't get them, and when you can, they're awful. So, like, tacos in the US may not be proper tacos. I appreciate that, because they're not Mexican. But they are going to be 10 times better than anything we get here. I guarantee you. Weird pizza combo that was actually very delicious was spinach, tomato, and peanut sauce. I could see that working. I can see that working. I've had spinach and tomato. Peanut sauce is a strange one, but I can see it working because it's like savory. Hey, Tom, can you do the finger thing like this? Please do it. It would be funny. I will kiss you. What, this? Is that it? I don't know. I don't know really what you're referring to. Goat's cheese. Goat's cheese is great. We love goat's cheese. Oh, Ash is a pineapple defender. Oh, Ash. We need to teach you the ways. Yeah, America is very good at stealing other people's food. Like, we're good at that as well. But you've got to bear in mind, like, what food we're good at stealing. So you guys, as Americans, very, very good at stealing Mexican foods. Because they're like, you know, there's been immigrations, there's been invasions, blah, 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 history. They're your neighbors. So you have some level of understanding. It's like us, we were very good at stealing foods from other places. So we stole, like, curry. A lot of people think curry is a really British thing, but it's obviously Indian. But we just, you know, as an empire, owned India at one point. And so that is why we have a lot of Indian food. I think we own parts of China, possibly at some point, or invaded China, which is why we got a lot of Chinese food about. We're obviously best friends with America, so we have a lot of American food. And that is why we get that. So, but we have no connection to Mexico as a country. And so we never get like Mexican food here. Or Japan. We've never had really anything to do with Japan, and so we don't really get sushi and stuff here. Just reading some people. I know I'm a horrible New Yorker and I hated the concept for years, but I like the taste. I enjoy pineapple on pie. Sure, go for it, Vukele. Yeah, you have a good time, friend. Sushi does feel like kind of a new thing here in the UK. It's really hard to get, and it's hard to get good sushi. Like, you can buy sushi at the supermarket, but it's never going to be good, and I've had so many people get food poisoning from it. So I don't mess with that. Sushi I've had when I've been in Raleigh has been brilliant. And I've been told it's even better in California. They call it... Oh, they do call pizza pie. I forget that, don't they? No, see, for me, a pizza pie is a Chicago deep dish pizza. Because it's a cheese pie with tomato sauce and, like, on top of it. So that makes sense for... And it's like a pie crust, essentially. But it's like pizza dough, but it's shaped as a pie crust. That feels like a pizza pie. A pizza is a pizza. Tom looks so confused at the thing. I have no idea what that is or why that's a thing. I worked at a pizza place for a time. There you go. There's only one sushi place I'm aware of, and it's all the way in Cardiff, so I've never got there. Yeah, this thing. So there's ones in London that I could find, but it takes me an hour and a half to drive into London. So why would I, you know, like, why would I go all that way for sushi? Like, I like sushi, but not that much. Or not enough that I'm willing to pay for the cost of going into London to get it every time I fancy it. And Deliveroo, could you imagine the cost of them sending it from London? The cheese is under the sauce. Everyone ever had a pizza burger? 2 small pizzas, place the burger in the middle. Crust goes on the outside. That sounds amazing. Like, that's 2 good things. I've had burger patties on a pizza before. But not the other way around. That just sounds amazing, though. Why would that be a bad thing, ever? Pizza burrito? Yes. Pizza burrito. I need that in my life. Amy, where is that and where can I get it? You have to share this with me. I only like one kind of sushi, avocado, and I don't like avocados. That's fair. Pizza burger were different. The burger and cheese and marinara on it. Oh, fair enough. So it's like a burger, but with... Yeah, that makes sense. Do we also have to talk fries? Chips, I think you'll find that called. Doesn't like them, gets the banned, overriding executive decisions. Oh, Eleanor, you agent of chaos. Have you guys had burger wraps? No, I haven't. Made a taco pizza for a time. Bean sauce. Spicy beef. Yeah, the Domino's here has done ones like that in the past. Domino's here. I will say Domino's in the UK is much better than Domino's in the US from a quality standpoint. I will say that. But the Domino's here, they like to experiment with stuff. Come to LA, learn the ways. Oh, Amy, I plan on coming to LA at some point and hanging out with you guys. But you and Dan and Bridget and everyone is so desperate to, like, and Jerica, you've all got, like, foodie things for me to try. Like, I am going to be stuffed every night with random food things. Basically, I have to take the week off just to travel and see foodie things. Because all of you have such great recommendations. Tom, where do the Brits come off coming up with weird words for things? America invented English after all. Yes, no, of course, English was not an English. Well, English was not England's language. It was America's, obviously. We will roll you home. Thank you, Amy. I appreciate the assist. You guys are too much. Did you know Greeks invented the Earth? Apparently, if you read the Greek mythos, Greeks and the Scandinavians and the Romans and the Egyptians, all of them had gods that invented the Earth. It's fascinating. It's amazing that, you know, they could all claim they did the same thing. It's quite impressive. Unless you're talking about literal Greeks invented the Earth, Eleanor, in which case I have no idea what you're talking about. I've had pizza pasta. That's fun. Pasta that uses like marinara, mozzarella cheese, pepperoni. That's a nice cheaty meal. I'm not from America. I'm Canadian. We live in igloos. There you go. Poutine. I need to try poutine. I want to go to Canada and I want to try poutine. Told you guys don't have Target. We do not have Target. It is a sad day. Our shops. We do have Lidl's and Aldi's, which I think some of you guys have in America. I've seen them in Raleigh, so I know they exist in the US, which is interesting because they're a German company. But no, our supermarkets are cool. Our main supermarkets are Sainsbury's, Tesco's, Asda, Morrison's, M&S, and Waitrose. Isn't there a Chinese story about an Android beetle who made the... Yeah, probably. This thing, every mythology will have their own creation story, and every religion has their own creation story. So everyone has claimed to have created the Earth at some point. Remember to bow down to the Canada geese overlords, otherwise you won't survive. Good to know. I mean, good to know. We do have Primark. Primark's great. I want to go to Primark. Amy, you need to go. You just need to go. You will love Primark. Primark hauls are fantastic. You can get so much good stuff in Primark. I've had jackets and jumpers and t-shirts and all things from Primark. It's hard to argue with a t-shirt that costs like £2. That's hard to argue with. But they're great. Pronunciation debate? What do you mean? No, it's Primark. What other pronunciation is there of Primark? Salad pizza, Tom. Thin crust, herby cream cheese. Veg top with shredded cheese. That sounds lovely, Poison. I will just mention Wawa as a New Jerseyan, and those who know, they know. Primark or Primark? Primark? Who calls it Primark? I have never heard that. I've never heard Primark before in my life. Wearing a great Baby Yoda sweater from Primark. There you go. Also, never come here between October to late April. Good to know. Summer destination is Canada, apparently. Literally, anytime someone brings up Primark in real life, there's always a Primark or Primark debate. I'm a Primark guy. Fascinating. I've never met anyone that calls it Primark. Ever. Where did you pick up that pronunciation? Is the way we pronounce it in the Netherlands. Fascinating. I've only ever heard it talked about as Primark. Maybe it's Welshing. Maybe. Might be an accent thing. I mean, accents obviously change things as well. But like, literally, I think even in ads, I've seen it pronounced Primark. I'm pretty certain. But obviously, that's probably been dubbed in the UK. But like, that's fascinating. Fascinating. Primark is a shop. It's a it's not a department store, that's the wrong word. It's just a clothes shop. It's just where you go and you buy clothes. They do have a cup. They have like a home section for like bedding and cushions and candles and things like that, but it's primarily clothes. Vereen? So, Vereen or Varian? Vereen is how I'd look at that. Because I know we called you Varian. But Varian is how I'd pronounce that based on your spacing. So that makes sense. They do Disney collabs. So yeah, Primark is an official Disney collab partner. No. Well, how is it? If it's V, then air, then IE is an E sound, and then N. So, Vereen. I'm confused now, Vereen. If that's how it's pronounced, then fine. Have never seen it. I think it's like H&M or... Yeah, H&M. So we have H&M as well. It's just like H&M. Just basically they have some home stuff, but it's primarily a... just a clothes store. Ha! Hayden, yeah. You see, this is why you shouldn't trust me on pronouncing names. It's only because I look at it and you go, it's V-A-R-I-A-N. So Varian is how I'd look at that as a pronunciation. But Varian or Vereen, based on that pronunciation he sent through. They've sent through. Yeah, Vereen. Because it's an IE. And then the N separate, so it'd be Vereen, I thought. But Varian is also fine. My name is actually pronounced best chatter ever. I mean, what? Fair. You believe in yourself. You do what you gotta do. Pronunciation always makes my brain stop. Just say the N long. Fair enough. No, we never got Chuck E. Cheese's. There was a Rainbow Cafe at one point. It's been closed down now. But no, Chuck E. Cheese and like pizza restaurants like that never hit on. We had Pizza Hut used to be big pizza restaurants. They're now mainly drive-thrus now. But we never really had like Chuck E. Cheese or anything like that. Varians have made the chat brain log. I think you're right, Eleanor. Apparently Canada used to have Chuck E. Cheese, but they don't anymore. Yeah, that makes sense. Drive-through pizza. Not drive-through, sorry. Not drive-through. Just delivery places. Places where it's like a tiny shop and you can just get it. You can get it delivered from there, or you can collect. Sorry, not drive-throughs. Ice cream machine at Pizza Hut was different. That's true. Unlimited ice cream and toppings. That was great. That was so awesome. Those were great. Love those days. Chuck E. Cheese near my house. I know this because we always pass the Minecraft tower, which is a tower made of square blocks. Interesting. Can we go back to having birthday parties at Pizza Hut? Yes, because you get the unlimited ice cream and then you'd also have the pizza buffet. So you just serve yourself however much pizza you wanted. You could literally keep going back and just like having the buffet on Pizza Hut pizza. It was great. Pizza Hut pizza, I don't rate it. compared to Domino's. It's much greasier. There's a very savory note to it, which I really distinctly remember. But hey, pizza buffet was insane. It was. People mention they want to come here and have poutine, but it's not that hard to make. Pour gravy and cheese on fries. I mean, join the Discord and please share your recipe. We have a foodie chat specifically for people to share recipes. I would like, because it's like gravy means different things in different places. So I'm fascinated, like, what kind of cheese do you use? What cut of fries do you use? What gravy do you use? Pizza Hut used to give out free personal pan pizzas for reading books. I ate many pizzas. Yeah, so when I was working at Fox, actually, my mobile phone company used to give me a thing where every now and again they go, oh, you can go and collect like a free pizza from Domino's. Personal pizza. I ate so many pizzas from Domino's. It was great. It was the best part of my day sometimes. Because I'd have to get on the tube to go up to the next stop to go and get the pizza. It was wonderful. Have you ever been to Milton's? No, I have never seen Milton's. I'll tell you time it's also such a happy place. Oh, we're not playing games. Might as well get something out. Oh, here is just awesome. They are. Everyone here is awesome. Oh, I don't have specifics. I've never had poutine myself. Oh, fair enough. I need to try some poutine. It feels like one of those things that while I could make it at home, it feels like special getting it somewhere else. But, as Eleanor has said, sign off six, because we have made it. Rip Toys R Us, absolutely. But we have made it to the end of our stream today. Our tea with Tom is at an end, unfortunately. But it has been fun. This one has been slightly less chaotic. We had a bit of a sing-song, and we've talked about food a lot, as you know, what is to be expected from this club. But thank you guys so much for watching. Next time we might, yeah, why not? We might do a Jackbox game or something. That could be fun. I think that could be fun to do. We'll see if my computer can handle it. But that could be fun. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you everyone so much for watching. If you're new here, please do like the stream and of course subscribe. It really, really helps us out. If you haven't already, please do make sure you are liking the stream. If you've been lurking and just listening to the conversation, thank you so much. You are also very welcome and we appreciate you. Nonetheless, thank you everyone in chat. It's been great, great fun. And yeah, I will see you guys on Tuesday, I believe. Tuesday. Just checking my calendar to make sure there is nothing in my diary. Yep, streaming is all set to go for Tuesday. So we'll be back with some more Pokemon, anime, Ash Ketchum shows. So thank you everyone so much for watching. And with that, I will catch you in the next one. So, ta-ta.